Right, we've got Adrian here, who's the trainer for the Kings 11 Punjab team. So Adrian, why don't you tell us, you've started on training with some of the cricketers, haven't you?
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
What sort of training regimen is this about, 15, 20 days before the tournament?
Well, basically, some of the players I've had time with have had more than 15-20 days of training with me. So prior to or closer to the IPL season, or come 1st of March when our camp starts, we probably will just focus on the strength and power phase. Right now, we're just building a basic platform from which we have the ability to increase the strength potential of our players. We also have a few injury concerns in terms of people coming back from injury, so the program has to be tinkered to tailor or be tailored to their specific needs.
Surely. Are the players excited about season 3?
Yes, they are. Most of them, I haven't had a lot of them to work with, primarily due to commitments, but they seem geared up this side.
Okay. So tell me, Adrian, when the season starts, what you do with the boys, you still work with the boys. Is that a very different regimen from what you're right now?
Yes, it will be. Actually, to give you a brief synopsis of what it might look like, 90% of their time is just going to be spent in the nets in actual cricket-specific activity like bowling in the nets, fielding sessions, batting for the players. That's going to take a majority of their time. So, in my opinion, or how the strength training program is going to look between games, is probably 13 minutes of a hard session wherein they just lift for about 30 minutes of their time and they're out of the gym. It's primarily just to maintain whatever they've gained over the course of the season that we've been training, so that those strength gains are maintained during it. That's the primary concern or the primary objective that we have right now.
Lovely. You definitely know what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Is this now this is your first year at the Kings 11. How do you feel about the experience of working for an IPL team and a very high-profile one in a sense?
Well, it's challenging. It's a good feeling. I mean, I think I have the scientific knowledge to back all the practical application that needs to be right, and I have the right people guiding me in Mr. Patrick Farhad, who I work closely with. He's the physiotherapist for the Kings 11 side, and through corresponding with him on a regular basis, all the players' programs have been chalked out to their specific needs, and keeping in mind their present physical condition, it's all ready to go.
Right. I assume a lot of your early experience would kick in here, right? Where
Yes.
you worked. Okay.
Yes.
So what kind of training have you done prior to this?
All right. Basically, during my graduate studies, when I was studying my master's in strength and conditioning, I was interning and then turned into a full-time employee at a place called Velocity Sports Performance in Ashburn, Virginia. And we dealt with athletes from youth right up to professional and elite level play. And that understanding of the multi-directional movements of basic acceleration, max speed techniques, as well as strength training from my graduate studies has held me in good stead. And the only thing that really needs to be considered is the demands of the sport. And once again, with the guidance, with the analysis of the game, it's not rocket science. There is a science behind it. But once you realize what the demands of the game are, your job becomes very simple.
I'm sure you're going to put it to very good use.
Yes.
Okay, tell us, Adrian, just very briefly, how does training differ, the kind of training you're doing right now, differ for fast bowlers, spinners, batsmen, and of course, all-rounders to that end?
Well, taking for example a fast bowler, the first thing we actually do is we analyze their gait. So basically the way they stand, their primary muscle movers when they run up to bowl the ball, the impact their ankle is taking, the load their knee is bearing, the way their hips fall, the way the shoulder goes. All these things, all the biomechanical aspects of a fast bowler are analyzed, and then we also conduct a pre-assessment test, a particular fast bowler in question, and we determine the weak areas that lead to an increased susceptibility of injury. And after that, subsequently, the program is chalked out to meet the demands of the player and ensure that the player is able to maximize his potential that may or may not be utilized at that point in time.
I'm sure relaxation is a part of your, in a sense, your training regimen, right?
Yes.
It's important. Is there any particular way you tell the boys to relax, or is it just to go and eat at your favorite restaurant?
That brings me to an interesting question, you saying go and eat at a favorite restaurant. A lot of the training that is being done depends upon the diet one consumes. I read somewhere, and I can't state it for a fact, but 70% of the success of a training program is attributed to a diet. And with the physical activity that these players entail, not only during the IPL or pre-IPL season, but over the course of all the games they play, I really don't restrict too much on their food intake, but we sit down, we have a recall session where, we discuss what they like, what they don't like, what their general food intake is in a period of a week or 10 days, and then we chalk out a program where, to a certain extent, compromise on what I feel I should absolutely have in the program and what they feel they need to. And then it's a process of evolution wherein we determine if the diet program is sufficient, if you're not feeling hungry, if something's not working out, we come back after 5 days, we come back after 7 days and chalk it out. But as far as the relaxation is concerned, they're free to do whatever they want. They can go and play a game of football, go and play a game of cricket with their friends, probably even jump in the pool, just relax. Maybe there's no beach here, but
Sure.
a casual walk.
So you've left it to them to decide what they feel is good for relaxation.
Yes.
What's your favorite mode? Would you put on your iPod and just sit in a quiet room? Or what would you recommend the players do if you were asked what the favorite way of relaxation is?
Well, considering that, or if I were to put myself in a situation where I was training probably close to 4 days a week and sometimes twice per day, depending upon the demands that I need to meet, I would just say, catch a movie at home, maybe go out and catch a movie in the theater, have one good meal outside, really treat myself as I'm putting in the effort, that's my reward. And primarily what I would do, but if I could catch a game of football just, to loosen my body up, just let my mind unwind, that's what I would really catch up on.
Okay, thanks Adrian. I'm sure it was a great season. I believe the Kings 11 Punjab team has not spared any means to start early and
Yes.
get into its things early. It's still 20 days to go and you guys are already on the job getting your players fit and ready.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see you later and we'll check up on what's happening. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.